So once we declare main method, here what we'll do, we'll create an object of our subclasses. New Flipkart, but which is of type what? Superclass. Online shopping, say for example S1 is equal to I think some spelling mistake, so let's correct it. So what we are doing here is, so we are achieving the runtime polymorphism. So in order to achieve runtime polymorphism, three things. One is inheritance is required, and then the method overriding is required, and then upcasting is required. So this is upcasting, converting the subclass type object to superclass type, right? So now if we say s1 dot shop, it will print the overridden method output. Okay, so that is the way we can achieve the runtime polymorphism. So in the another object of, let's create one more object of type online shopping. S2 is equal to new Amazon. Okay, here also let's run the method shop. So what will happen here is, so this will execute the subclass method shop, that is from the Amazon. So one thing, if you notice here, the shop method getting executed from the output of the shop is from the subclass class. Okay, a subclass called Flipkart in this case, and here it is Amazon. And this is the reason why it is called as what is it, runtime polymorphism. Why it is runtime? Because every time you run, so it behaves different, it shows different behavior at runtime. So once you run this one, let's assume these two lines are not there, so at this time it is executing the shop of Flipkart method, and whenever I execute this one, then this shop method get executed, which is from Amazon method, like that. So different behavior at during the runtime. So this is we say that as a example for runtime polymorphism. In previous example also we saw this is compile type polymorphism, because what happens here is, so we have overloaded with a different argument list, and whenever you say fp.login, you say, and let's say for example instead of OTP which is of int type, let's say you just enter C. Okay, so automatically we get some either some red line or some warning message, which is mainly because of inbuilt compiler within the Eclipse tool, which says which is not possible, meaning we'll come to know only valid acceptable parameters here is in this pattern, which is of string, long string, and integer. Okay, so only that is allowed. That is the reason it is also called as early binding or static binding, whereas this overriding case, it is called as late binding or dynamic binding, also called as runtime polymorphism. Okay, so let's run this and see the output. this one will delete this. Just wanted to compare and show how different this compile time and runtime polymorphism. So let's look at the output of method overriding example. So it is the first shop calling is executing the output of Flipkart, shopping at Flipkart. The second one is executing the output of shopping at Amazon. So always in runtime polymorphism, three things need to be achieved. One is inheritance, then we have achieved inheritance here. Okay, Flipkart extends online shopping. The second one is this one, overriding, changing its implementation in the subclasses, and upcasting. We have done the upcasting here. Okay, converting subclass type to superclass type. Okay, so then the output will be the shop. The implementation which is picked up here is always from the subclass type class. Okay, so that is just for your tips if you want to understand or remember. So this is the example for runtime polymorphism as well as method overriding. Okay, only so method writing can be done only if there is inheritance, and the definition it says retaining a signature but changing its implementation in a subclass. So we did a shop method implementation has got changed in the subclasses. So this is what all about polymorphism as well as method overriding, overloading, and method overriding. Thank you.